Hello everybody, welcome back. It's me, your old pal Orpheus, with another edition of Orpheus Plays, here playing Blade and Sorcery in the marketplace. A wonderful place where everyone has moved out, apparently, because, well, I think maybe the plague hit. I don't see any bodies, but we'll change that, don't worry. We're on the PC version of the game today, and we're gonna be wrecking some faces here in survival mode. And I wanted to tell you a story about a good deed that your old pal Orpheus did years ago, and I made someone very, very happy, and I've probably impacted them somewhere along the way. And if they're watching, I want to leave them a special little message. We'll get to that as well. Alright, so I hope you're doing well today, wherever you are, whether it's day or night, or, you know, you're looking up at the stars and you're wondering if there's someone way up there looking up as well, and you're connecting eyes and you never even knew it. Wave hello to them for me, and we'll start things off with our first traditional slow motion kill of the day. I'm gonna stick this somewhere just absolutely awful, and we'll go like this. Oh wow, well that's the way to kick things off. Oh, lovely. This guy's like, wait, am I I'm bleeding. I'm dripping blood? That's interesting. Okay, it stopped, no problem. This guy's like, I saw what you did to him, holy crap. Oh, there we go. Disarmed. But anyway, what I want to talk about today is years ago, I used to be in a lot of musicals. Hold on, first of all, let's barrel this guy to death. Boom! Oh. I used to be in a lot of musicals. I was quite the stage performer. And some of them professionally, some of them, you know, the ones you have in high school. Boom, take that. And they were, I'm still using my Drake and Glaive. I love this thing. It wrecks faces. Anyway, so I used to be in a lot of productions. And one of the high school ones that I was in was called Bye Bye Birdie. And it was one, I have a little episode about it. It's called Look at the Birdie. Get that out of here. I'll link it up here. Hey, future Orpheus, editing Orpheus, don't get lazy. Put that up here, okay? Yeah, there you go. Okay. So I was in this musical, and you know, we had a lot of our musicals were a big deal in our local area. A lot of people came to them. We had a pretty big budget for them. We had it. Boom. Vlad the Impaler strikes again. Blah. Anyway, so we had a pretty big budget, so they were, you know, well done, and we had professional choreographers that came in and stuff like that. And so I was playing Conrad Birdie, who was essentially Elvis in the story, and it's the story of how are you still alive, bro? There you go. It's the story of Elvis going off to the army, right? But it's, you know, Conrad Birdie instead. And so this, you know, it was our spring musical, so we had, how many performances did we do? I think we did 8 performances or something over like 2 weeks. And it was really popular in the community. We always sold out, and it was, you know, people would hear about it on the radio and in the newspaper, and they would come and, oh no, into the Brad with you, sir. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about, that's our pit. I'm calling it Brad. Anyway, we'd advertise it all over the place, you know, and so it was always a packed house. And so we're like 6 performances in, like a week and a half. And after one of the performances, this family comes up. And it's, you know, it's like a soccer mom and a business dad. Oh, man. Soccer mom, business dad, and 2 kids. And one of them is this little girl. She had to be 9, 10 years old, maybe 8 to 11, we'll say, somewhere in there. And she just this little adorable thing. And she was yeah, take that. She was standing there, like, kind of half behind her mom, kind of, you know, like hiding a little bit behind her leg, like this. And the mom and dad come up, and mom comes up and says, we really enjoyed your performance tonight. And she says, She says it's one of the best ones that you've had so far, and I'm like, what? So far? She says, yeah, you know, my daughter loves you so much that she's begged for us to come to every single performance. So like all 4 of them in the family have come to every single night, and we're up to night 6. And this little girl comes up and she looks at me and she says, I really like how you're dancing, and I really like how you're singing, and I love your outfits, and I think you're great. And then she started blushing and she hid back behind her mom. And I'm just like, oh, that's so cute, right? That's so cute. And so, you know, 2 more nights go by. The last night she came up on stage and gave me a bouquet of flowers, and I'm like, oh, there's little tears in my eyes. There's little tears in my eyes right now, because I'm remembering how adorable this was. And so about 2 weeks go by. It had to have been a couple of weeks, because I was like, we had returned all the costumes and torn down all the sets and everything. So it couldn't have been more than a month, but anyway. So I get this message from the front office at the school, and it's from... You're screwed now. The power of Thor compels you. Oh, chin shot. There you go. Lord. But got this call from the front office, and they said, you know, can you come on down real quick? And normally for me, when the front office wants to talk to me, it's something bad, right? Is this gonna make its thunderclap? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, so normally it's you know, bad news when the front office wants to talk to me. And so I go down there and I'm really nervous, and I'm like, oh wow, so what's going on? And they said, so there was this family that came to all of the performances to see you playing, you know, Conrad Birdie. And I'm like, yeah, they were really nice. They were the ones that gave me the bouquet of flowers, or one of them. And they're like, yeah, the mom called, and she wanted to ask you something. And then they're like, you totally don't have to do this. And I'm like, what? She says, well, the daughter is having a birthday party coming up in a few weeks, and she wanted to know if you would come to the birthday party. And she's like, you don't have to dance or sing or anything like that. Just, you know, wear the costume and just kind of walk around and meet everybody and take some pictures and all that stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. No way. That is incredible. So like, instead of like a magician or something like that, they wanted to hire me. And I'm like, no, you know, I'm not going to charge them any money. No way. I'm going to go to this thing. This is amazing. And so, a couple weeks go by, and I went and got the same costume that I wore in one of the scenes that I was in the musical. Is this gold outfit, like an Elvis outfit that he would wear in one of his TV specials, kind of thing, right? Whoop! Oops! I missed. I'm gonna have to edit that sound out again. Anyway, so I went and got that costume again, and I show up to this girl's birthday party, and you know, balloons and everything outside, and all this stuff, and I get out of my car and I put on my big belt buckle with the cloth belt, you know, and I get my outfit all ready, and I've got these gold lame boots. Well, they're not gold lame, okay? We tried to get gold lame, and in case you're wondering what that is, lame is, you know, like tuxedo shoes, right? That shiny kind of, it almost looks like plastic, but it's, you know what I'm talking about. Tux shoes. They're really shiny. Okay, so there's gold lame, which is a version of that. Sort of. You know what? I got that wrong. Lame is like, almost like spandex, right? Anyway, you get the point. So what I had done is I had found some ankle boots. And I had gotten some really, really decent gold spray paint, and this is for the production, months earlier. And I'd spray painted the boots, several coats, and I put some acrylic finisher and sealant on it, and so they looked really nice. And I had those on for the party, And I'm going in there and I'm meeting like her friends, you know, and I'm like, you know, signing autographs for everybody. And they didn't want me to sign Conrad Birdie. They wanted me to sign my name. The girl and the family liked me, not the character. It wasn't like one of those, you know, the girl's like, oh, you're Santa Claus. No, it wasn't like that. She was actually like, you know, you, Orpheus, right? And so I'm signing people's autographs, and I'm signing the parents, you know, autographs and stuff. And I'm, you know, just telling people about the production and all that. And it gets to the end of the party, and the mom comes up and she's like, I want to pay you for this. I really do. It was really special for me and my family. And I just want to give you a couple bucks for your time. She's like, it's been like 3 hours. You didn't have to be here. And I said, you know what? No. If it was that important, first of all, I wasn't going to take any money for this. This is amazing. And I said, the reason that I'm not going to take anything from you is because it was so important to you, right? And she's like, oh my God, that's amazing. That's so cool. You're a really great person and everything. So I'm like, okay. And I get out to the car. I get out to my car and I'm taking off the belt, and I didn't drive with the boots on. I took the boots off, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know, I really want to do something that's a little more than that, right? And so I'm looking at the boots, and I'm looking and I'm like, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. And I signed the boots. I signed the underside of each boot, and then I signed a little bit on the side of one of them. And I took them back, and I gave them to the girl, and she immediately burst into tears. She was so overwhelmed by that, and I can't describe how incredible that felt. Just to make this little girl's day, and to make this family's day, and to make them, give them a little bit of inspiration. Look, the chances are pretty much zero. Lady, girl, person that's watching right now. If you are watching right now for some strange reason, I hope that I inspired you to do something incredible and life-changing in your development and when you grew up. I hope that you're doing just great and awesome in your life right now. And if it is you, leave a comment below. Maybe we'll just say hi to each other. I don't know. It's been a while. I don't remember the family's name or anything like that, of course. But anyway, that's my little story of Orpheus does a good deed here on Orpheus Plays. We will see you on the next one. And continue to do well in your life, just like the Orpheus does. Did I just call myself the Orpheus? What is going on? Anyway, we'll see you in the next one. Do well and treat yourself well because you deserve it. Okay, bye.